We have some major breaking news right now. Elon Musk and SpaceX have failed to comply with reporting requirements in the federal government to protect state secrets, according to the latest reportings from the New York Times. And some of the concerns arise out of meetings Musk had with various foreign leaders and failing to report the details of the meetings, essentially to the federal government. As a result, the Department of Defense's Inspector General has opened up an investigation into SpaceX. Now, if you don't know, SpaceX has a number of government contracts, many of which are extremely top secret, given that SpaceX is essentially the top space provider in the entire country. We have some major breaking news right now. Elon Musk and SpaceX have failed to comply with reporting requirements in the federal government to protect state secrets, according to the latest reportings from the New York Times. And some of the concerns arise out of meetings Musk had with various foreign leaders and failing to report the details of the meetings, essentially to the federal government. As a result, the Department of Defense's Inspector General has opened up an investigation into SpaceX. Now, if you don't know, SpaceX has a number of government contracts, many of which are extremely top secret, given that SpaceX is essentially the top space provider in the entire country. The Air Force also recently denied Elon Musk a high-level security clearance, according to the New York Times. And several allied nations, including Israel and others, have expressed concern that Musk could potentially leak information to adversaries in other nations.
Okay, I'm at home and in my rest position now. Now let's talk Elon Musk. Here's my thing. Everybody's talking about how he's being denied, security clearances and, top secret, whatever. He's being denied that now. But if they let Donald Trump in office on January the 20th, none of this matters. He technically, as president, can unilaterally give or revoke security clearances as he pleases. So none of this matters.
Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh boy, I've been waiting for this. What's up?
If this show couldn't get any worse, Elon Musk just called for the United States government to shut down and be defunded until Donald J. Trump is inaugurated January 20th. Here you can see Elon Musk responding to someone else's Twitter stating that just close down the government until January 20th. Defund everything. We will be fine for 33 days, unquote. And Elon responded in all caps, yes. We all know that Elon Musk is the richest man in the world. And so if there were a government shutdown, he would not be phased or touched.
Elon Musk calls for government shutdown over Christmas. How many traitorous, treasonous acts does someone need to do before their security clearance gets revoked? He tweeted, no bills should be passed Congress until January 20th when Donald Trump takes office. None. Zero. This is an unelected bureaucrat, the literal richest man in the world, dictating policy. And best believe there are members of Congress right now who are falling in line saying they would vote against this spending bill. Reminder, the government could get shut down on Friday if they do not pass this spending bill. This comes a day after The Guardian reported that Elon Musk will not receive the highest level government security clearance. According to the journal, Musk's lawyers outline scenarios in which he might inadvertently disclose secrets to foreign officials with whom he regularly speaks, including the Russian President Vladimir Putin, with whom he is reported to have been in regular contact since 2022.
This is a picture of Nigel Farage meeting up with Elon Musk today, the richest man in the world, to discuss the future of the UK and the great things that they're going to do together. If you're one of those people who say that they don't watch the news because it's either boring, sad or complicated, well, now's the time to start engaging, because the UK is up for sale and the richest man in the world is the highest bidder. He just spent $270 million in America helping Donald Trump get elected, and he owns a very powerful social media platform. All I see is three privately educated, very wealthy men worth over $1 billion, 400 billion, and somewhere in the millions. They've managed to convince people that the system that's given them all their wealth and all their power is not the problem, but it's migrants, it's wokeness, science, academia, schools, police, courts, lefty lawyers, and not the system that keeps these people very rich and very powerful. And the fact that they're buying up more of it, buying elections, buying social media, creating TV shows and news channels. Just remember, this grain of rice represents the average American net worth of $200,000. This is what the pile of rice looks like for Elon Musk and his net worth. This guy is telling you, I can fix all of your problems. And the reason your pile of rice is so small is not because of me. It's not me. It's because of everything else. But I can fix that for you.
Is Elon Musk about to donate $100 million to reform? Well, it's kind of looking that way. Nigel Farage, who was in the States earlier this week, Cuss Priest, it's pretty much his second constituency at this point, said that they were in open negotiations with Musk, and the tech billionaire is very much behind the party and their cause. Now, as a US citizen, he's not allowed to do it in a personal capacity, and this would have to be done through the British branch of Twitter. Absolutely still refuse to call it X. And if it's not within a general election campaign, there's actually no limits on the amount of funding that someone is able to give. So very much would be allowed. However, it's just a sign of growing involvement in British politics. We saw over the summer, he was very vocal on Twitter about the riots, spreading misinformation. Very anti-Labour and Keir Starmer personally. So it doesn't come as much of a surprise, but would be a real momentum shift for reform. That injection of cash would be significant. And it's kind of that power behind the financial capacity as well. We obviously know the power he has on Twitter to kind of shift the algorithms. And it's
Except it wouldn't be Nigel Farage running the country, it would be Elon Musk. And it's pretty obvious right now that Musk is a Putin puppet, so actually it would be Putin. You guys are so patriotic, you're willing to sell your country to a billionaire in Russia.
This is a bit of a powerful tweet. Britain needs reform. Elon Musk. Absolutely. Nigel Farage and Reform Party Treasurer Nick Candy meet Elon Musk. Apparently coming from the meeting, it's reported that Mr. Musk was considering donating $78 million to Mr. Farage. And I'll have Mr. Trump to Mr. Starmer. Even though that is in black and white and in writing right in front of your eyes for you to go and read, some people will argue it and still say it's a load of shite. And it's right there. You to go and read, search it and read it. And people keep going, they're not going to get the back in. Just admit it, people. They're getting a bit of traction. They're snowballing a bit. People are starting to wake up and see what's going on around them. And people don't like that. People don't like facts. Not in 2024. They don't like facts. They'll argue facts with you. Just accept it. Getting back in. They're getting traction. And people want it. And I think as the weeks go by, more and more people want it. And when Trump started and people were saying he'll never be president again, blah, 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 picked up and it slowly picked up pace and a bit more. And then he was president. And all the people who didn't want were in the car screaming at the cameras and they were crying and they were leaving the country and people want change, people deserve change. And trust me, they're going to get fucking change.